It is cold. It went from 80 degrees to 36 degrees like it's seen a state trooper. I'm gonna have to listen close. The guy that lives on this property's got some pet turkeys, and they're gobbling right now. So I'm gonna have to get way off this ridge. That way I can see if I can hear any wild ones. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera or not. His turkey's back there raising cane. But I'm gonna get back with y'all shortly. I got a creek to cross and a big old steep hill to climb, so I'll check back in here in just a minute. As I top the hill, I got a turkey gobbling. Sounds like he's way over on the next ridge. I'm gonna have to go down and hit this side road and then go way down there to it. Not where I wanted him to be roosted. Oh, he's got some spurs on him too. I cannot believe I got him to come off the backside of that hill, cross a creek. Played your part well, man. Look at this thing. Got some freaking spurs on him. Pretty sucker. I haven't even been hunting an hour. This joker come, when I heard him gobbling, I just got up to where I wanted to listen to as soon as I topped the hill. I almost didn't hear him because I was so out of breath. But he was across the creek up on top of this big old hill over here. And when he flew down, his gobble, it sounded kind of like he went to the backside of it. But that old foggy bottom call, it was good and loud. It echoed over there, and he was just hammering every time I called to him. Then I heard him getting closer, and then and the last time he gobbled, he was right here on the side of the hill. I didn't know if he'd come across the creek. I figured he'd just stand over there and gobble back and forth, trying to get me to come to him, but he didn't. I could hear his footsteps coming down the hill. And so I picked up my striker and left my slate call on the ground, and I just barely give it a little, just like very low volume yips. And then he popped up right here. Like, I didn't even realize he was already on this side, but he popped up right here and surprised me. But luckily, this big pine tree right here, he went on the backside of it, which allowed me to move the camera over and then get my gun swung. And he come back on that side of the tree there, just full strut, as pretty as you could imagine. Thank you, buddy. Man. Yes. Nice beard. Good looking spurs. Nice all around bird. I mean, you can't beat it with the performance he put on today. What a good morning. This was one of those right off the roost type deals. Right off the bat, I've got to cross a creek, climb a hill, and as soon as I peak that hill, I hear him gobbling way over here. Luckily, the way the road system's laid out, there was a road that bends and comes directly down in this bottom. When I got about halfway down the road, I cut hard to the right, try to get over here where I was about even where I thought he was gobbling at. I got in here and got up against this big pine tree, took my foggy bottom call out. I cut to him and yelped to him, and he just started hammering back at everything that I did. You know, he was what you call ready to die. He was screaming for it. So he worked his way down this hill, and I didn't know if he would come across the creek or not. I kind of figured he'd just find him a little spot on that side and work back and forth trying to get me to go there, but he'd never even checked up. I mean, once he gobbled right there close on the side, I put the slate call down and just got my gun up and got ready. And then I could hear his footsteps coming down the hill, and I was like, so okay, so he's committed. And then he got quiet and I didn't hear nothing for a few minutes. So I picked my striker up and just run it across the slate call on the ground, real soft yelps. He didn't gobble or anything, but he poked his head up right there about, I'd say 25 yards, full strut. Got around behind this big pine tree where I was able to swing the camera around and move the gun over. And he come out the other side of the pine tree, full strut. Stuck his head up, looked around, tried to see where I was at, and I lowered the boom on him, and he didn't move at all. Stone this joker. I'm talking about fired up and ready to die. Just can't beat the feeling. Just can't beat it.